What's up guys, it's Oblivious Gamer here. Today I wanted to talk about Gundam Extreme vs Maxi Boost On. With the game coming out very soon, and me being very excited for it, there's still some questions I have about the game, with my main concern being, what are we supposed to expect in the future? What do I mean by that? Well, Maxi Boost On, for those that don't know, is technically an old game. It was released on arcades back in 2016, and there is already a sequel to it with Gundam Extreme vs 2, which Bandai released on arcades back in 2018. So, in assumption, this game is technically done. We're getting the latest version. As far as I am aware, they haven't mentioned adding more suits, and I also, from what I remember, they did have a survey that we could take, and there was a lot of mentions of maybe trying to do events. However, I don't think we can expect with the current global situation. I'm not expecting Bandai to be holding, physical Maxi Boost On PS4 tournaments. It does feel pretty weird. I mean, we should be happy we're getting the full version with no Season Pass BS, no microtransaction. Of course, you got the Lupus Rex pre-order DLC, but in general, in the current gaming market, when it comes to competitive online games, most of the times developers have some sort of Season Pass, which again, it's something that we see that a lot of people can dread, because obviously microtransactions are obviously paying more when a lot of people ask why can't this be in the final version. However, with Maxi Boost On, we're not getting anything of that sort, which again, I feel we should all be happy about it. But at the same time, a lot of times these season pass, I feel, apart from obviously the whole monetization and getting as much money as possible from people, I feel this season pass also works to create some sort of, or convey some sort of roadmap that the developers will follow, so the community is aware of what they can expect of the game in the future. Or even if there's no season pass, a lot of times a lot of developers, they release some sort of roadmap, so again, community is aware of what can they expect in the future. Yes, I understand the current global situation may have complicated things for the developers, so it can have a big impact with communication. But again, I feel there is a lack of communication from Bandai's part. I mean, the official Maxi Boost On Twitter account is mainly Japanese. We have to rely on people from the community to find out what is going on. And there's people who have to rely on translations from others, where I feel a lot of this information, or some of it at least, should be conveyed by Bandai Namco, and it shouldn't have to be players or people of the community scourging or navigating through the internet, through Twitter, to find this information by random people. And again, as an example here, I really don't know what's going on with Bandai Namco US Twitter account, but the account, last time they tweeted something was on June 3rd. That was the last time they tweeted something. As the current date for me, June 24th, 1 in the morning, they haven't tweeted anything out. And last time the account tweeted anything regarding Maxi Boost On was on April 24th, which was about the closed beta. So I would appreciate if Bandai could try to be more communicative with the community. And I think in the end of the day, this also benefits them. There was this entire situation going on with the open access, where at first it looked like only you have to get the Japanese digital edition or had to pre-order from the Japanese PSN network to get access to this beta or open access for an entire month before the game was released. And that's sort of at first what the information was conveyed. Then later on, it was mixed between stuff because again, it's really hard to depend on Bandai. Like I said, a lot of people have been depending on community members to find everything out and to depend on their translations. And then we find out, okay, no, there's going to be an open access for everyone. North America, Europe, they're all getting open access. But again, it becomes very murky because, okay, what's up with the Japanese edition? The only way it gets access is through a pre-order? I mean, that was the question. Then it was revealed later on that no, what would happen was North America and Europe will get 24-hour open access to the game, whereas Japan will also get 24 hours open access to the game. However, if you pre-order, so if somebody with a Japanese account or from Japan pre-ordered the game, they would get an extra 24-hour with the game. So technically 48 hours in total if you pre-order, whereas North America and Europe just gets 24 hours. And then a little bit later, it was confirmed that both North America and Europe will also be getting the extra hours of the open access if they pre-order. So a little bit messy when it comes to Bandai Namco's communication with the community. I feel a lot of people not understanding, okay, are other regions going to get this benefit? What's going on? And I feel they should be doing a much better job trying to inform us. And then last week, when it was supposed to start, there was this entire situation where something messed up, so then they gave every region 48 hours with the game. So again, really hard to follow for a lot of people, and I just feel it's been really messy. You know, you go to Bandai's Namco account, and again, not a lot of information that can help you understand what is going on. And going back with the situation also with this game being released with more than 180 suits, and I am wondering again, can we expect more suits in the future? I mean, they managed to get Lupus Rex, which was in Extreme Versus 2, brought to Maxi Boost On. They added Montero and Saku Amazing. But I'm wondering, can we expect more? Are they going to bring other suits that are available in Extreme Versus 2 to Maxi Boost On? Or are they going to be adding new suits that are not featured in Extreme Versus 2? Or is this it? And I want to believe that this isn't it. Like, I want to believe that, you know, they're going to be adding more stuff, more content. I mean, I would love to see Build Burning Gundam, Kimahri's Vidar. There's a lot of suits that I would love to see. The Gundam franchise has so many suits that they could bring in. And I'm really happy we're getting this game. I'm a shill for Gundam. So I hope you don't expect them being angry, disappointed, but as well as I'm a shill for Gundam, I also want this game to be successful. And the previous Gundam game that came out to consoles, Gundam Versus, that was, you could say, a spin-off or a brother to Gundam Extreme Versus, was received, depending on who you are, you either like it or you don't like it. And what happened was their Twitter account was always updating with information. They obviously added more suits to Gundam Versus and they were patching the game. And one day, they just released the last patch and that was it. They went silent. They didn't say anything. And then eventually, after months of, you know, that account having no interaction, we all just assume, okay, they're done with Gundam Versus. That's it. It's over. And again, I would love if the developers could be more upfront with us, the community. So again, we can know what we can expect. Because in the end of the day, this game is going to rely on the community. This game is going to live and thrive depending on the community. Because that's how it was with Gundam Versus. That's how it was with Full Boost. And as much as I want to believe that Bandai will support us, will, you know, do their best to keep this game as active as possible, I do feel that in the end, they will eventually either throw the towel or they're just going to keep quiet. And then again, it's just going to rely on the community and the people to keep this game alive. I'm not saying that this game should live on for 4 or 5 years, but hey, at least a year of, you know, communication should be expected. Hell, Koei Tecmo at least had the balls to tell their community, yeah, we're done patching Dead or Alive 6. So, you know, at least tell us. Be like, yeah, this is the final version, no more suits, this is what you get, guys. Or if not, can you at least tell us, yeah, we're planning on working on the game. We're going to be, you know, working with the community to make this game as successful as possible. And that's all I want. And that's all that's currently on my mind. Because I've been enjoying this game. I think a lot of people are enjoying it. Everybody's been having a lot of fun. Everybody's been having a lot of positive things to say about the game. And a lot of people are finding out about the game and jumping on it. So I feel I have more questions. And, you know, these are worrisome thoughts that obviously I'm going to have as we move forward with the launch and as I'm continuing to see, okay, what's Bandai want to do with this game moving forward. And I'm hoping that I'm not coming out as like, you know, somebody negative or somebody who's like, oh, you just don't want the game to succeed or just providing criticism or being negative. But again, you know, I came from Gundam Full Boost and Gundam Versus, and with Versus I had a really sour experience with the team that was communicating what's going on with the game. The Gundam Versus Twitter account was just switched into the Maxi Boost PS4, into the Maxi Boost On account. So it's not even that like they created a new account for the game, they just used the Gundam Versus Twitter account. So yeah guys, I'm very excited for this game. I really like Gundam, I'm a huge fan, I'm a huge shill. These are just some thoughts that I have. If you guys are interested, please check the game out. You basically will have access to the most of the game, at least the online. I personally think it's the most important part of the game because again, Maxi Boost On was always a 2v2 competitive game and they just tackle in the single player aspect for the console version. So for me, you know, as long as I get to play online 2v2, that's all that I want. I don't care about the single player aspect. But if you want to try out and play online, please do it. You have probably like 2 or 3 more weeks or 4 more weeks of, basically get access to all the suits. You're able to play casual matches, private lobbies, and they also let you play one of the single player modes. So you get to have an idea of how this game is. And in the end of the day, like I said, give it a try. And if you do, I hope you end up liking it and you become part of this community that just keeps growing, and we're all excited for the release of Maxi Boost On. So yeah guys, this has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you guys later.